What's going on, guys? This is Bondi coming at you with another Transformers video review, and today I'm going to actually be doing a full-on set for a combiner. And as you can see, the combiner that I'm going to be doing for you is none other than Bruticus with the Combaticons. So basically, we're just going to go down the line, right, left, save nice onslaught for last. But you've got Vortex here with Blast Off, Swindle, Brawl, and like I said, with Onslaught. And let's start off with Vortex here, the helicopter of the group, the Alpha Bravo remake, or remold. Love the colors on him, love the yellow rockets, the propeller spins nicely, the nice Decepticon logo on the side. You can have him sitting on his weapon here, so he actually looks like he can, or looks like he's sitting like that. And have that going. Then you've got his gun here attached to the side of him. I'll take those off. And you can kind of see the helicopter here. So what I'm going to do first is transform this guy for you guys. Bring these out. Those are going to be your arms. For this piece, you're going to want to pull it straight up. Then, kind of right here, you're actually going to want to flip these up. Open up here. And then right here, it's going to separate. That's going to be for your legs. Make sure they go and that they sit in there properly. There's two little pegs right here that will connect into these holes that are right here. Sorry, my hand was in the way. And these pegs right here, in case you didn't see them. And then they just go in there, pull the legs apart, spin the waist around. These pieces you're going to want to rotate, turn, rotate up, and there's little pegs that they clip into there. You can bring this piece back down, fold these up, and this entire back assembly piece is going to come off and rotate down, and then right here, these pegs are going to go into these pegs right here. Then you turn your head around, flip this back up so it kind of stays around his back area. Bring the arms down. And there you have Vortex. Now the color scheme on him, the way he looks, I know he's the Alpha Bravo remold, but the color scheme and everything that they've done with him, he is probably my favorite out of the Combaticons. He just looks so good. Very well done with the legs, very nice posability. You can do the waist, obviously the leg, knee, thigh swivel. For your arm, it's just the shoulder, elbow, twists and bends. Head can go 180 or 360, sorry. Can kind of have him look up and around. And there, that's for him. So now let's go to Blast Off. So this is Blast Off, guys. The only thing I would have really liked is if we would have got, instead of a different aerial bots mode, if we would have actually gotten some sort of spaceship. I know there is a Takara version, which I'm looking at getting, so that I can make him look better, and I still want to get the Combiner Wars Hasbro Groove that came out for Defensor. But yeah, either way, looking at him, the nice little plane, the bottom thing that planes always have for any Transformers, you can see everything. The colors are very accurate to what he should be for him in the show. But let me transform this guy for you guys here quick, show you how this one's done. Just bring the legs up here, then they're going to detach from here. Bring all the way down, and same thing, there's going to be clips right here and little slots right there that they're going to go into for the legs. Bring that up, flip the wings back, bring these up. Those are sort of shoulders. Bring this piece down, and it locks into the back. Turn his head around. And there you have him. I actually misplaced his gun around here somewhere, but they will give him this piece for his gun instead. I do like the colors. I do not like his... he looks too skinny in here. He just doesn't look like he's all there. I think his shoulders stick out a little too much. These pegs should have been a little bit shorter. They could have been a little shorter. Even if you look in there, they still had room. It would have made the figure look a little bit better. All in all, I think he's probably my least favorite out of the 5 Combaticons. And now we'll go on to Swindle. Very nice rendition, or nice rendition of the original Swindle. I like the fact that they used the Rook mold for him and gave him this front piece here, or sorry, the Jeep-looking piece on top. That this entire assembly right here is all completely different from what Rook actually is, and it gives Swindle that look, that army Jeep look, which he's supposed to be, and he's got nice rolling capabilities, the nice colors on him. Yeah, so let's get into transforming this guy. You're going to want to pop up this entire assembly here, and it does come up like this. You don't want to bring the arms straight up and out. Then as for the legs, they come down, and there are different slots right here. You can kind of see inside there will fit in there properly so that it stays in place. This piece comes up to create his foot. Just do the same thing on the other side. Make sure that's locked in there nicely. Bring it up. Rotate these around. And then bring up the head piece, flip the head around, and then bring that entire assembly up in the back. And there you have Swindle. Looking a little bulkier than he actually should from within the show. If they're going for a little more show accurate, he is a little big. He was never actually this bulky of a character, but I do like the way he looks. I like the head sculpt on him. It's a completely different sculpt from the Rook face that's on there. I like the purple in the chest. Yeah, and the nice little black everywhere, the black accents, they give it a nice little touch. And then if you can't see, little Decepticon symbol right there. Alright, then let's move on to Brawl, the tank. So basically, you've got your tank here. What you can actually do with it, his gun can move straight up and down. The only thing it can't do is it can't actually rotate anything, so it's kind of just stuck like this. Just stuck as a tank, like this. Can't do anything. You can bring this up and forward a bit, but then it just looks really weird. It doesn't rotate at all besides going up and forward, and that's just for the transformation and for when he's part of Bruticus. But, yeah, so let me show you how to transform this guy. Pull the gun out, bring this up, pull the waist down. You're going to want to spin it around, and the waist just sits there like that. It does lock in, but it is a very weird piece. And same thing, just like Swindle's legs, they are the exact same way that they are put together. So you just gotta unhinge it and then get those pieces lined up and snapped in. Then when you have him like this is when you can pull out the arms here. The shoulders flip out, these pull down, and that reveals his hands. Same thing, pull down, and then right here, flip up the head, and then bring this down so it creates like a backpack for him. And every picture that I have seen, or even on his card that he has, he's like this. You can actually put his gun in the holes on the side of him if you wanted to, so you can have him shooting like a cannon more, or you can have him holding the gun. I do very much like the colors. He looks very, very G1-esque from what he originally was. That powerful brute of a tank. The colors are very nice with the gunmetal gray, I guess you would say. The gray here, a little bit of red, like red around the eyes. Little Decepticon symbol that you can see right here. Yeah, very nice figure. This one, I do really enjoy this Brawl figure. It was a very good idea for this mold to be made. I believe he is the only tank like this other than Nose Cone that came out. And I mean, Nose Cone is only a special box exclusive. Alright guys, now some of the moment you guys have been waiting for. Onslaught. I'm going to take off the guns off him here first so I can kind of show off the rest of them. He is just like that very big army tank, like army assault vehicle that he was before the carrier, where he's the one that would carry a lot of guys into battle. They'd come in and bam, there they are. You would have his guns attached on each side, so he's got a lot of firepower to go off of here. Very nice rolling figure. I like the little Decepticon logo on each side of him. I'll give you guys a little view there. Nice little shot of the front. Very nice figure, and you can kind of see this assembly right here, which is going to be all part of Bruticus, but I will get to that yet, guys. Don't you worry. Show you guys his transformation first. Start with the legs. So, all you're going to want to do is just separate the legs, and then right here, these always have there we go. Always have a problem separating for me for some reason. You're gonna want to bring this down, and it's kind of a weird hinge that's in here, how the leg needs to go in properly. There we go. It needs to kind of lock in there, or else it just will not work properly, and he will stand funny, and he goes every which way after that. Right here, these pieces come down for his feet. So rotate these around now. You can kind of see how we're starting to come together. Just pull them apart there. Turn down. Not turn down for what, but turn these pieces down. Pull this down. Pull this little assembly in. Put it down. Then you can see his backpack will sit here like this now. Then pull the chest piece down and it reveals for the head and up, and there you have it. Have him, the leader of the Combaticons, Onslaught. Now this figure, the way he is, the way he looks, everything is Onslaught to a T, from exactly what he should be. This is Onslaught. Sorry, I forgot to bring out the heels so he stands a little better. There's nothing, like, he screams the original Onslaught. Like, the face sculpt is one of the best that I've seen for the Combaticons. Just great. I love this symbol here. Love the colors, the little accents of purple everywhere, just a little bit of stuff on his chest, the kind of army green. We kind of wish the guns would have been a little different color, like maybe black or something like that. It would have been neat. But guys, I am going to get into showing you exactly how to make Bruticus. We were going to start with him, actually, with Onslaught, since he is right in front of me. So, what you need to do, first rotate the legs, and you're going to have to actually unhinge them from where they were, and then basically just like you're transforming him. Make sure, but you turn them to the side instead. And then on his leg, there's a little clip here that clips on. Keep the legs to the side like that. Flip his other feet up. Then his arms. Flip up. What is it? There we go. They come up and they lock in place like that. There's a little hole right here on this little peg. Go into apparently apparently mine doesn't have a peg on this one, but okay. So it's still got that piece, so it still stays. You're gonna want to rotate these. Leave these like this for now. You're gonna want to rotate this entire piece up, and then this piece down. This will flip around, become the backpack for him. You're gonna want to. Then once you do have the arms like this, now is when you're going to want to take and flip them up, and then there's a little assembly, you pull it out here, just sits on the back like that. This is the crotch plate that just sits there like that, and that is basically him for now, guys. I will get and put the guns back on his backpack. And I'm just going to get the legs done, put the legs on, then put the arms on, and then show you guys him all together. So just give me a second here, and we'll start with Swindle. Basically, just like you're going to be transforming him, putting him back into his car mode. Do everything that you would normally do. Oops, this can't go down yet. There we go. This flips around, this. There we go. The only difference is you leave the feet up as if he was still Swindle. Then you just flip this up and put his gun back on his leg. So it should sit like that. He should look like this. And then you just take, and that is one part of it. Now let's get Brawl done. And I'll show you guys what you need to do with Brawl's legs once we get to that point. So basically same thing, just like you're transforming him back to his tank. This piece is the only thing that comes out instead. This flips up. So once you flipped it back around, once you flip everything back up, alrighty. Brawl never wants to stay together for me properly. Alrighty, so now, once my Brawl decides to go and connect in here properly, connect in here. Why is mine? Okay, Brawl does not want to cooperate right now. There we go, now. So the only difference that you need to do with him is this part of his feet. You bring and flip it around, so it will look like this. And there you have the legs. Alright, now we're going to get the arms done really quick here. Put his together, put his feet together. Make sure his leg doesn't come off. Twist around a bit. And then the only other thing is flip this piece like this. Then you can take and plug in his fist here, and that's for his arm piece. That's how it should look. And let's get to the last arm piece. Just push his feet together, rotate his hips, bring his shoulders up by his head, and just flip his arms down, and there's little pegs here that his hands kind of hold on to. That's where that goes. Oh, come on. There we go. And you can just turn it this turn. There we go. So now I'm going to take all the pieces and put them on together and show you guys the finished work of Bruticus. Oh, I forgot to flip this piece back out for Brawl. As you can see, he's already getting really tall here. And you just take and put this piece here. And then you're going to notice it's kind of hard to see. In here, there's a little slot, and that goes in. There's a piece that goes in there to keep, so that it keeps the arms on. Bam, slide that, go, make sure it locks in place. And there you have it, the almighty Combiner Bruticus. Probably one of my, if not my favorite combiner that has come out, that has ever been. I've always liked him, even since I was a little kid. I think he was the first combiner that I actually owned. Let's give you guys a nice little look at him. You can see the nice little crotch plate here. Kind of wish this was all different color than this gray. I know before it used to be a nice black on the original figure. You can see how each person connects. Whoop, kind of almost fell forward there. But you can see how they all go together, and I love the head sculpt for him. Absolutely great head sculpt. And very nicely done. The only person I am missing for this set would be Shockwave, for him to have his weapon. Other than that, I have him completely complete, guys. And if you guys have any likes or dislikes or anything, comments, leave them down below. And this is Bondy going to be signing off from you guys. I'm going to be looking forward to bringing you guys another Combiner Wars Combiner video review. Might be doing, I'm not too sure yet. I'm thinking the next one is going to be Defensor. If it's Defensor, then you guys are in for a lucky treat. Alright guys, this is Bondy signing off with the almighty Bruticus. Have a good night.